Hey everybody, welcome to episode number 26, but really quickly, we need your help.
Yes, guys, please leave a 5-star review wherever you listen in at. Really boost that algorithm. Keep us on the top.
That's true. And also, have you guys participated in the show? Even if you have, we want to hear from you again. Make sure to email in at wiredandweird@yahoo.com. And that's also where you can buy merch, so make sure to stay stocked up with our gear. Since we said all that, it's time to get weird. Hiya, welcome to Wired and Weird. This is episode number 26, and I am your host, Jeremiah.
And I am Big Steve.
Hell yeah, the date today, if you're listening in real time, is March 26th, 2022. Oh, of course it's Saturday. How you guys doing? How was your week, Steve?
Dude, my neighbors are driving me nuts.
Dude. Fucking hate a neighbor.
I'm tired of them, dude.
Fuck these neighbors.
Tired of them.
I just got some new neighbors down the block where I live.
Oh, yeah?
Barking dog. Oh, I hate a barking dog. God, do I hate a barking dog.
That's the worst. I have...
Just in the distance.
Crackheads.
I
see your barking dog and raise you drug addicts.
Oh, boy. You really cornered the market on that one.
Oh, man, dude, the other night they're up freaking yelling and screaming and hammering shit at 3:45 in the morning.
You know, one of my neighbors, although not a tweaker, will do things like rake the gravel at midnight.
What the fuck?
Like, literally, like, has a rake and is, like, evening out his gravel at, like, 12:30. And the dude doesn't own the house. He's living with his girlfriend that owns the house. So can't be like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? I have to be like, go get... You know, like... Jerry bleeped that name.
Oh,
but, yeah.
Oh, man. It's, I wanted to kill him.
My God. I hate a bad neighbor. Love a good neighbor.
Yeah.
Love a good neighbor. Good neighbors are the best, honestly.
Yes, I've had some amazing neighbors.
I've had the best neighbors. I've had some neighbors. Shout out Jimmy. I don't know if Jimmy's even hearing this, but Jimmy was the best neighbor I've ever had. We'd hang out on the porch out in Olympia, smoke weed. It was a great time.
Fuck yeah.
But I've had some hellacious neighbors. We had a neighbor we called Granny. Boy, Granny had some complaints for young Jeremiah. Yes, she did. Too much of the loud hippity hop.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, oh yeah, she didn't appreciate it.
Late at night, like 4:30, huh?
You know, we're young, we only live once, crack cocaine, you know, all that stuff included.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy. It's getting spicy right here in the top. How's it going? I'm going to give you guys a little table of contents before we get too far off the rails here.
Set the table, Jeremiah. Set the table.
We always start out the same. We always, spoiler alert, same way every time. But I'll tell you, for the newbies, for the new weirdos, the N-dubs, as we call them.
The N-dubs.
All right, we start with our Would You Rather. Then we sliggity slide right into our email. Then we talk our movie and our rec. You know, we give me a little Hollywood culture. Then we slip into our story time, which is going to be a great one. People love the fun fact. That's what comes after the story time. Then we have our patented giveaway. Once a month, we have a giveaway.
That time already.
And it's time for our patented giveaway announcement. So people are sitting on the edges of their seats for that. We specifically put it in the middle just to tease you, just to build a little tension. But then we slip and slide right into that rapid fire. It's a great time. We have a food debate that is for the centuries. Honestly, it really did last centuries. So stick around for the food debate. We want to hear from it. We want to hear from you about that, should I say. Then we talk comedy, because we got to give a little homage to the comedy gods. But then we leave it the same way we leave you every time, which is with hate mail, which is one of the best sections. Pet peeves, stuff that bugs people. You email in. It's always from fans or us. So strap in, we're going to get started. This is Wired and Weird. The purpose of the podcast... Whoa, holy moly, what was a dragon flying around here? The purpose of the podcast is just to give you a little release valve for the stress in life. Just a little hour, 40 minutes to an hour, just kooky. Just some fun. Just giving you guys a good time. We're smoking some pot. We're a couple buddies. We're hanging out. We're gonna play some games. We're gonna debate some stuff. Feel free to sit along. Feel free to talk back to your stereo. Because goddamn it, we know I am at home.
I do it all the time.
I do it all the time, and that's okay. There's no shame to the talk back game.
No.
So talk back and email in. That way we can actually hear you. Because goddamn it, we love our weirdos. So that being said, I got a hell of a would you rather for you.
All right.
It's gonna say a lot about your personality.
Oh God.
Would you rather be dumb and pretty, or would you rather be ugly and smart? Bam. Because Lord knows I'm ugly and dumb right now, so whichever way I want to go on that one. I'm just going to keep one trait and increase the other one.
I feel like if I was pretty, I'd have a lot more stuff.
Life would be easier. Statistically, life is easier for a pretty person.
They are. It has to be. Because they're just like, oh, let me give you stuff because you're so pretty.
And here's the thing, too. And every smart person will know that, like, the smarter you get, like, the bleaker life looks. Because you can, like, see it for what it is. Like, everyone sees, like, the dumb, happy-go-lucky Forrest Gump person. They're always happy.
Yep.
So if you add dumb, happy-go-lucky on top of hot, that's a pretty good life.
I'm about it.
That's a pretty good life.
I'm about it. I'd rather be dumb.
Are we just going to be a couple bimbos over here?
I'm down. Are you down?
I'm down to bimbo.
Let's do it. Let's bimbo it.
I think I've been bimboing, honestly.
Yeah.
I think that's our merch maker calling you.
Oh my gosh, it is.
All right, hold on. Jerry, cut it. We got a really important message from Brittany here. Hey, everybody. This is just a really quick reminder since Brittany the merch maker called. Make sure to pick up some merch. We have stickers. We're going to have lanyards soon. We have shirts and sweatshirts for sale. So email us at wiredandweird@yahoo.com. Put it in. We'll ship it to you. We'll bring it to you. Anything you want. Now time to keep getting weird. That's a fun time. I like to... A little shameless plug doesn't hurt every once in a while.
No.
We don't do many ads. The ads we do, they're phony baloney. They're fake. They're a gig. They're a bit. They're a gag. They're a bit. They're a gag. So... That was a real ad for us. Sorry about that. But we had to, every once in a while, homeboys got to throw out, hey. We're just out here trying to make it, really. We're just doing it. So we appreciate your guys' support. We really do. From the bottom of my cold black heart. I appreciate it. Anyway, that hurt to say. I hate getting sentimental. Boy, I got to say something awful. Really quick.
Really
Fuck you, Jerry. All right, that would feel better. Oh, yeah. Run off the hate.
Oh, gosh.
Waking up is good when there's hate in your cup. Cut that, Jerry. That wasn't cool. That's
Look at Folgers.
Yeah, it's not. It's a different era, Jeremiah. It's not okay to hate, man.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, have we even started? Where are we at right now? What's the time, Jerry? There's no clock going on. Even
Oh, gosh.
Boy, we're having fun. This is... Whoa! Geez, stop throwing stuff, asshole.
Tantrum.
Threw like a really heavy Beanie Baby at me. That was intense. Sorry.
Like $500.
Called you out for not starting the timer. That was Jerry clearing his throat.
Give me a would you rather over there, buddy.
This is a good one. This is a prime one. I like this one, okay?
Hit me.
Would you rather have to fight Muhammad Ali and... Well, here's this. Let me re-say this, because that's not the stipulation.
I was like, ooh, that's scary already.
Breaking news. You have to fight Muhammad Ali
Oh, God.
and Mike Tyson to the death. You get help. You get to pick who's your help.
Oh, gosh.
Would you rather it be one more of you, because you're big, or two of me? No, it's not you or me, but like for me, it's two of me. For you, it's one of you, because you're big.
Oh, man.
So would you rather have one Steven to help you, or 8 very, very sedated Ric Flares? Like the woo! Wheeling, dealing, cash, kiss, stealing Ric Flair.
I think...
8 of them. But he's heavily sedated on tranquilizer.
Oh, my gosh.
But there's 8 of them.
But there's 8 of them. And it's
there's
Ric
one
Flair.
of you.
Like, dude, he was in the 70s and 80s. He's got a, like,
He's a little
tolerance.
scrappy,
He's got a tolerance.
Yeah.
He's trained himself.
Yeah. So you get 8 sloped out Ric Flairs, or one of you. Well, I'll give you 2 of you because it's like you versus Mike Tyson on your own. So I'll give you, there's 1 extra Steven. So there's 3 of you, 2 of them, or 8 Ric Flairs, you versus 2 of them.
3 of me versus Mike Tyson.
And Muhammad Ali. At the same time.
I think I would just, oh my gosh, I don't know.
Or 8 sedated Ric Flairs.
Because, like, how fun would it be to be around 8 sedated Ric Flares?
It'd be chaos. It'd be chaos. Wheeling, dealing, woo!
Oh my god.
They might start fighting each other.
They probably
which would be an issue.
Yeah.
I mean, that, in and of itself.
Because then it would be you versus them.
It would be you trying to get the collective of Ric Flair against the enemy.
You know what? Oh, man.
This is probably one of the hardest times you've ever had picking one. I feel happy that I thought of this one. This is a good one.
This is a good one.
Thank you.
To the death. I'll go with 2 of me. So 3 of me.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Just in case.
Now here's my
thing. I did
thing.
it all by myself.
Poor Ric Flairs. I'm using the Ric Flairs as pawns.
I thought about that.
I would set up a couple of the most obnoxious Ric Flairs in the beginning. I would be like, all right, you're frontline infantry. Get the fuck out there. And then I'd jump off one of their backs, in like a cool hero montage style superhero punch.
Yeah.
No one can stand up to a superhero punch.
No, it's
not
the
even
most
Muhammad Ali.
death-defying punch.
If I Superman punch across the ring off of Ric Flair's back, I'd knock anybody out. I'm sorry.
Has to.
It would knock Vladimir Putin out. I mean, and he wouldn't even be in the building because Russia sucks. So,
oh gosh,
boy, Jerry, cut it. It's getting political. Oh boy, we are done. The Kremlin's coming after us.
We are cooked.
What are we doing? Getting so philosophically political here. Oh my god,
what's going on?
No Putin. No, yeah, I'd jump off Ric Flair's back. I'd Superman punch both of them at the same time. One, I'd probably hit Muhammad Ali with my fist, but I'd have to be sideways and hit Mike Tyson with my dong. That'd probably be what would have to happen. But if you did it and you were able to execute it well, you would win instantaneously.
That's true. Okay, I like that answer, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I put a lot of thought into that.
I thought about the pawn strategy, but then I was like, I could use all 8 to like surround him. Oh, jeez.
Stop throwing beanie babies at us, Christ.
I didn't even
How
do
many do you
anything.
have? First of all, Jerry, why do you have beanie babies? This is 1990?
He didn't sell them at the boom.
Is that why you have all the beanie babies? He has beanie babies in the studio.
It's a super rare one.
Tossed 2 at us so far. One was a penguin, the other one was a lion.
Yeah.
Where are you getting these?
What's your issue, man?
Oh, whatever. Fucking weirdo.
Anyway.
Who has beanie babies? Okay, so here's a good one. Here's a thinker for you, okay?
Another one.
Would you rather have $1 million that you could spend on anything? Or would you rather have $1 billion, but we have to spin a roulette wheel? Whatever letter that lands on, you can spend that money on anything that word starts with. So, for example, if you landed on J, you could buy Jello, you could buy a jalopy, you could buy a Jaguar, the car, you could buy, a jar of jam.
A jar of jam.
But with the $1 million, you can just spend it willy-nilly. But you get $1 billion that you could spend on anything. Now, when you spin that wheel, there's a chance you're going to land on X or Y.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like it may be a common letter like T. Like you buy a table, you could buy a T-bird, you could buy a fucking townhouse.
I was going to say a townhouse, yeah.
You could buy all sorts of stuff. And you have $1 billion.
Oh.
If it's something like C, you could buy, I don't know, a bunch in cryptocurrency and then use it on, whatever you want. So there's a big allure to the billion, but there's a gamble to the billion.
Tell you what, though, if you hit that Y, though, you solve your housing crisis real quick with a yacht.
Oh, there you go. So you just got to be creative.
So you're like, boom, now I have a boat.
Yeah, a houseboat.
A houseboat
that you could sell and then use that money on whatever you'd like.
Whatever.
Okay, I gotta go billion.
Boom.
I'm going billion.
Gonna risk it to get that biscuit.
I get you. You know, there was a great philosopher that had once said, "Twan must risk it for once biscuit." And I'm gonna quote that right now, and I'm saying a Billy. Hook me up with the Billy.
I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna have some fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a fun, kind of kooky, mystical one. This is a fun, kooky, mystical one.
Watch yourself.
So you guys are going to have to roll with me on setting this up, because you're picking between two realities. Okay?
Oh. Okay.
So roll with me here.
Okay. Let's do this. Let's get weird.
Okay, so this is a fun one.
Okay.
This is kind of like a pick your poison type of thing. So in this first reality, you can choose to be born into a post-apocalyptic world, which is peaceful. There's not much to do other than to find water, get food, and live peacefully with your friends. There's no social media. There's no technology of any sort. It's back to the basics.
Yeah.
You're living off the land.
Survival.
Now, you were born into this world. You don't miss the life that we live right now. You're just living. You're just raw dogging life.
It's the only life you know.
It's the only life you know. You're just living post-apocalyptic. There's nothing too particularly exciting about your life, but it's peaceful and happy. Okay, that's the first reality that you could pick from. Now, here's the second reality, right? You live in a fantastical medieval world where there's dragons and knights and war and crazy quests and goblins and hobbits. Now you're going to live a harsh life full of ups and downs and triumphs and tribulations. But it's a crazy, interesting life. And when you lie on your deathbed at the end of your life, you're going to go, that was a hell of a life. That was movie-esque quality style life. Full of dragon fights and conquering and being a king and losing it all and everything in between. The best movie ever. Full of ups and downs? Or would you take the safe route? Pick the alternate reality. Be post-apocalyptic, happy, like a deer, living off the land, eating the grass, nibbling the tree bark. Just a nibbling. Just a nibbling out there, I'm telling you right now, I'm picking nibbling.
I'm picking fighting dragons, man.
Yeah? You're living. You look like a dragon fighter.
I want to fight some dragons. Yes, sir.
You're going to be like a warlock wizard.
I'd fit in perfectly. I already look like a Viking.
Yeah.
So.
You'd be a wizard. You with the beard.
Yeah, right?
You'd be like, Abraca, fuck you.
And then dragon.
And then everyone would just start laughing because you're actually a comedian. That'd be your power. Just to make everyone fall over in laughter laugh. And then you just run by with everything you jacked. You're like, ha, ha, ha.
I like it.
You became a villain really quick there. I don't know why I had to be stealing stuff. Could have been rescuing somebody.
Trying to do good. Jeremiah's like, no.
You said thief. Viking. I don't know.
You're a thief.
Yeah, I went like, you're still a scumbag.
Yeah, we're just pillaging and taking whatever we want.
It's deep in the veins.
I think the government's full of Vikings.
Yeah, no, I'd pick the post-apocalyptic, happy world. Just because, I'm already so jaded by, how kooky this world really is. And I don't need to go into depth because this is a release valve from all that stuff. But, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
This is a fucking stressful, neurotic, crazy world that we live in. And just to have it just back to basics. So you're drinking out of a stream that isn't polluted or anything, and it's just like you're living off the land again, I don't know. I feel like there's a romance to that. Almost as much as a romance of the Lord of the Rings style reality where, there is magic and there are dragons and dude, I know so many people are creaming in their pants right now about the second reality. About give me a goblin, give me a goddamn hobbit, give me a sword, give me the medieval times. And I said, you remember there's no soap then, right?
That's true.
Yeah, everyone smelled like the worst ball bag you've ever smelled in your life, plus an onion. And you're like, yeah, give it to me. I'm telling you, well, I guess in mine we're probably not smelling
but they're not the freshest.
I'm sure we're not smelling like a peach here in our post-apocalyptic world. So
that's true.
Probably not smelling too fine.
Because how you making soap, sir?
I watch Fight Club. I know how to make soap. Also makes a fantastic bomb.
It's true. It's very true.
It's one of the few movies I have watched.
It's a great movie.
So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna slide into our email section, and our email section actually is a comment on YouTube. So if you haven't checked out our YouTube, it's very small following, actually rather embarrassing, honestly. So you guys need to go subscribe to our YouTube, our Wired and Weird YouTube. You can go to our website and click our little YouTube corner up in the top hand corner there. Our website is www.wiredandweird.buzzsprout.com. And then you can go ahead and click that. You'll find our YouTube, or you can just search through the millions of pages of YouTube people that claim to be wired and or weird that isn't wired and weird. K-Dog found it. I don't know who K-Dog is. Jerry gave me this. But K-Dog, you said, oh, this is responding to episode 25. You know, episode 25 got a lot of emails.
Really?
On a specific Would You Rather. Now, if you listen back to episode 25, the Would You Rather is, would you rather be able to pause time, rewind time, or fast forward time?
That's right.
Now, that was a good Would You Rather, and quite a bit of people responded to that. So we're gonna read 2 fan responses to it. The first one was off of YouTube, which was K-Dog. K-Dog says, pausing time would be dope. I'd pause right at the beginning of work, finish everything, and have 5 minutes of work left in the day. That doesn't make any sense, K-Dog.
But how would that, yeah. How
Then
would that work?
I'd have all day to do whatever I want. Probably end up robbing a bank or something, though. Oh, I see who he is.
Okay.
Yeah, the setup doesn't matter. The punchline is he'll probably end up robbing a bank.
Yeah.
I dig it, K-Dog. Thanks for responding on YouTube. I don't know if I'm reading this wrong or if you typed that funky, but I know what you're getting at, so I'm not going to be a fucking dick about it. But yeah, you're basically saying, like, I'd fuck off at work, but I'd probably end up robbing a bank if you could pause time, which I respect because I'd probably find myself in a situation like that too.
I'd probably, yeah.
To be honest.
Because, like, why wouldn't you?
Who would know? Now, the second person that emailed it, well, the second person we're going to mention, should I say, because it was a good 7 or 8 people. 7 or 8 weirdos that were vehemently arguing about this section. Now, this weirdo makes a classic argument for rewinding. Says, rewind time so I can see them lotto numbers, then go buy them lotto numbers. Boom. Also responds to another Would You Rather in that episode, episode 25, which is, if you could choose one crime you'd have to commit, but also wouldn't happen again after you committed that crime, what would it be? This weirdo Zach says, my crime would be rigging an election. Ooh.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Take that business out of politics. That's pretty kooky bananas. What are you, some type of communist over here? That's the American way, Zegler. That's who, I can't say his name. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's a good one. So, guys and gals and people of the non-binary, email in at wiredandweird@yahoo.com with whatever you fucking feel like. Send us a meme. Send us an email about a Would You Rather. We've gotten so many good memes lately from the fans.
Best.
Send us Wired and Weird memes. Send us Wired and Weird pet peeves. Send us some Would You Rathers. Answer our Would You Rathers. For God's sakes, you're leaving us in the dust.
Send us some movie recs. Send us some dad jokes. Anything.
We love hearing from you. It makes our day. It makes Jerry's day. He's sitting here twiddling his thumbs without you guys emailing in. That's half of his job, is sifting through all the emails and responding. So make sure Jerry's doing his job.
Slacker.
So people have emailed me saying you don't answer their emails, Sonny boy, Jerry boy. So make sure you're getting on that. And I hope you leave that in. I hope everybody hears that. All right.
Yeah.
Enough scolding.
Stern talking twos.
So we got the movie section. You had to see my serious side there for a second.
The serious face.
Fuck you, I'm Batman. On this, the day of my daughter's wedding. You know, this is my Godfather voice. I think that is rather impressive.
Oh, my bad. I didn't read into it.
So, we're moving into our movie section. And last week, a fan friend of the show, a true weirdo, Anna Shane, gave us a recommendation, Get Out.
Yes.
And although it was a kooky and crazy movie, I will say it's probably not a Wired and Weird movie. It was pretty scary and intense.
Fucking trippy ass shit in that movie.
Yeah, I think we're going to keep with the
Jordan.
fun and happy. It was kind of race driven, and it was like, whoa, this is heavy. What are we doing here? We're supposed to forget all this stuff. We're supposed to be having fun and forgetting stuff. In the wake of the night, when you're feeling lonely, you don't want to be watching Get Out. You want to be watching The Jerk. You want to be watching White Men Can't Jump. You want to be watching Step Brothers. You know, you want to be watching something fun-loving. You want to be watching Napoleon Dynamite. That was a good one. I love that wreck. That was one of my favorite wrecks.
That movie is so stupid. I love it.
Osmosis Jones was good too.
Oh, yeah. Chris Rock is a germ.
Every movie we talked about here has been recommended and we've reviewed on a small basis. So feel free to listen to our backlog. We have tons of them.
Tons of it.
Tons and tons and tons. So thank you, Anna Shane, for the recommendation. It was a good movie. Gonna have to give it a for this show, though. Just because, it's not really our theme. What are you doing recommending a scary movie? Anyway, scared the bejesus out of me.
That's Jordan Peele's mind, though, dude. And it's cool that he does that because he's fucking comedian. Like.
And let me preface, I know why you recommended it is because not oftentimes can comedians have multifaceted careers where, you go into a drama, documentary, or directing, or horror, or whatever it be. Action. It's just impressive to see people have those abilities to be able to do that. And I know that he's famous from Key and Peele and stuff like that. So I get the correlation. I'm not saying it's too far out of left field. It's not like you're like, hey, check out Freddy versus Jason. And I'm like, what are you talking about? This is not our shtick. Battle. Yeah, it's like really comedically based how he guts that guy. I think you need a therapist.
Don't we all?
What's the movie for this week? We need something silly. We need another Napoleon Dynamite, Steven. We need a good one.
The movie for this week is, it's one of my all-time favorites, and it's just a group of buddies. It's called Super Troopers.
Oh, you quote that to me all the time, and a lot of times they go over my head.
I do, yes.
You've shown me clips, the meow. I've seen the meow.
The meow.
The meow's big. I like meow.
That's a big one. Okay. For the Super Trooperites.
For sure. So I'm excited to actually be able to say I've seen this.
Yes, it's a great one.
Got a big cult following to it.
And it's just a group of buddies. They even do stand up together called The Broken Lizard.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The two of them actually have a TV show.
I can respect that, actually. So, I like that. That's really cool. I like that they're sticking together. That's cool. All right. Yeah. Come back next week. We're going to be talking about Super Troopers.
Super Troops.
And then we're gonna slip and slide a little bit into this story time. And I say slip and slide because we're talking about snowboarding this week. I'm going to tell you guys the story of the first time I ever went snowboarding, right? Now, if you know me in my personal life, you'll know that I talk about snowboarding quite a bit. I talk as if I've been doing it my entire life. But I'll have you know I didn't start snowboarding until I was 21.
Really?
Oh, yeah. There's actually a funny picture of me as a little kid. And I'm wearing a what do you call the 3/4 zip hoodies? Quarter zip hoodie?
I think that's it.
You know the thing where it goes down, where a lot of people in Seattle wear them, and it has the North Face logo right there.
Yeah, I think that's it. It's just the 3/4 zip.
I was wearing one of those, but it said powder down the side of it. It had to do treading on a snowboard, so I always liked it, and I always wanted to do it. Grew up super poor, could never snowboard. Well, when I had an opportunity, baby, you best believe I fucking ran for it. I did it. I went for it. I bought all the gear before I even went. That's how much I knew I'd like it, right? My entire life, I skateboarded. I was trash at it, but I could do it. I definitely can ride a board very well. When it came to doing a kickflip or do it dropping into a bowl, concrete's scary and it hurts. And there's something in my brain that's self-preservation that I could throw a perfect kickflip and I would land 1 foot on, 1 foot off. There's something about committing to landing on that board with wheels that my brain's probably not a good idea. Let's probably not do that. Let's just say I'm probably smart, is what that probably is. My brain's probably like, that's probably a terrible idea. But the cool thing about snowboarding, Steve and Eddie, you're strapped to that board.
Yeah,
There's no bailing out. The only way to safely get out of that is to land the trick. That's why I'm good at snowboarding, because my self-preservation is strong. So I'm going to get through that shit. But when I was first starting, I go, this is like skateboarding, right? I can skateboard, I can longboard, I can wakeboard. This will be good. And when I first, it was to the point where, like, when we showed up on the mountain, we were like, all right, how are they putting their shit? All right, looks like their front foot's in and they're pushing themselves around with their back foot. Let's do that. So we were like, didn't know shit. So we get up the chairlift and we go up the chairlift. And of course, we eat shit off the chairlift. Because I don't know if you weirdos at home know, like, you ride off the chairlift, like when the chairlift, like when it's time to get off, it doesn't stop. Like you just ski down a hill off the chairlift. Like you jump off, like not jump, but it slows down a little bit and you get the fuck off and you go down a little hill. And when you don't know how to go down a hill, you crash on that. And then the people behind you, it's a whole thing. And so right when we get off the chairlift, we eat shit off the little mini hill and they have to stop the thing and crawl us over on the side and spank us for being naughty and all this stuff. And, it takes us about noon to kind of get the basics down, right? We're on the little bunny hill, it's a little lift to get up there. We're at Crystal Mountain in Washington. And, after about noon, we're like, cool, we got this. We're not falling anymore for the most part. There's little hiccups here and there, but we know how to stop and go. We were pretty talented, naturally. Most of the time it'll take people a few times to get to where we were. We were feeling blessed. Hashtag blessed, right? Hashtag blessed. So we were feeling so hashtag blessed that we decided to take the gondola. Sounds stupid now. We decided to take the gondola up to the Black Diamond to see what that was like.
Oh my god.
We were like, dude, we just want to see what it's like. And it was so high up. It was so high up that, like, we went into clouds.
That's expert level, sir.
Yes, I had no idea. And we're sitting on this little encased glass thing, probably as big as, I don't know, the studio. And the floor is graded, so you can see through it all the way down. This is probably, dude, if I'm being realistic, like 60 feet up in the air. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but it's like 6 stories high. That's like
scary.
Dying if you fall high onto trees and shit. No, it's probably 80 because those tall, full-grown trees were like very small below us. So we're smoking weed on the gondola because we're idiots, right? And we're smoking weed going up there. We're literally going into the clouds. And we get to the point where I don't know if it was like heavy fog or if it was the top of the cloud line. It can't be the top of the cloud line. But it was like when we got up there, it was heavy fog. And people were jumping. Okay, so it was literally so steep. You can see me. The people at home can't see me. This is steep, is it not?
Yes.
This is like what degree? How would you describe how steep
like
this
almost
is?
a 90.
Like it would be hard to walk up this,
It's
right?
Like 87.
Yeah, it's almost straight up. And people were riding up and just hopping off into the fog, into the mist. Like, the movie The Mist, or what was it called? The Fog, or what was it?
I think there's both of them, actually. So
yeah, there's like that looming mist that like killed people. They were jumping off into the goddamn clouds.
That's just psychopath.
And we were looking at each other like we made a horrible mistake. Like, it was so steep, like I was like, I don't know how to get down. Like, I don't know what we're gonna do. And we had to like, it kind of like got a little less steep, but that was like how it started, was that steep, because it was like the peak of the goddamn fucking mountain.
Yeah, fuck that.
And so it kind of like got less steep once it got a little thick boy down there. But in the beginning, we had to get on our butts and slide with the board, like slowing us down, because if not, we would just like tumbled and turned into a cartoon snowball. It was so steep, it was ridiculous. It would have been like a cartoon out there. So we were using our snowboard and we were slowing ourselves down from turning into a giant snowball. And people were like fucking hose bag and spraying us and throwing cans at our head and, all sorts of stuff, pushing us in the bushes. It was a bunch of fucking problems. It took us fucking 2 hours to get down that run.
Oh my God.
And we were so sweaty and cold and tired by the end of that we were like, yeah, we're done. That's stupid. Now we came back, a couple days and had a great time and stuff. But that was my first experience on a black diamond, was just people jumping off at almost a 90-degree angle into fucking clouds or fog or whatever the fuck. You literally, before they hit the snow, they were gone. Into this fog.
No.
And dude, we sat there petrified to watch like probably 10 people do that. Right up, whoop, 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 hop right down there. And it was like, my fucking God. And now that I ride a black diamond, now I know how to do it, right?
Still.
But dude, like, those guys were getting after it even now, looking back, that they were just hopping at like a grade of that level. Wow.
Fuck that.
They were hauling ass.
I'd be too scared.
Yeah, that shit was lit. That shit was crazy. And if you guys ever went to Crystal Mountain and took that gondola up to the Black Diamond, you know what I'm talking about. Because that is not for a beginner.
I would have fucking waited till the next gondola and hopped on it and rode back down.
When was the time you've been the most high like that? What was the highest you ever been, got freaked out?
Oh, honestly, I don't even know, because I try to avoid heights. I really do not like them.
So have you ever been in like a skyscraper, or have you been in a tall office building?
I've been about 15 stories high.
That's pretty damn
that's
high.
That's high enough for me. Like, I couldn't really go near the windows.
That's pretty fucking high.
Oh man, like I took a picture once. I was 12 stories up in this hotel, and the window actually opened. I was surprised, but it only opened up like a couple inches, just to get a breeze in there. And I stuck my phone out. Because I couldn't, I was like, as far as my arm could reach, just to get my phone out the window. I was like, oh. I took a picture and I looked at it and I was just like, oh my
palms
God.
are sweating right now.
Dude, I was like, why the fuck are we staying this? This is stupid.
Have you seen those videos of those people like in the Eastern Europe where they'll walk on cranes with nothing?
Yeah.
Can you even watch those videos without breaking a sweat?
I can watch them, but
that shit makes my stomach all twisty. I have a physical reaction when I watch those videos.
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh. It gives me anxiety watching these guys walk out on cranes, and they'll hang from one hand.
Dude, yeah.
Doesn't give a shit off a flagpole, off the... How high are these things? 200 feet in the air, 300 feet in the air. You can't even see the buildings under these things.
How are your hands not sweaty from dude, fuck that.
What is going on? These humans are insane.
If they're
what is the allure?
If they're
There's
human.
these people, you see these videos of these people free climbing. You know free climbing?
Yeah.
They free climb. This is climbing up a vertical surface, everybody, with no rope.
With your hands.
No rope.
Yeah.
No rope.
You know who does that? Lizards. And they're lizard people.
Guess who does that? Billy goats.
Yeah,
and those
true.
things are evil. All right. Yeah. Mountain goats, not too nice.
Nah.
Actually, another little fun story time. One time I was on a little hike up at around Lake Cushman area, one of the mountains. I forget which mountain. Mount Eleanor, that's what it's called. I saw two mountain almost said mountain lions. Two mountain goats.
I thought you were going to say llamas. I was like, cool.
Two mountain llamas, dude. They spit right at me, bro. Gotta look out for those mountain llamas.
Those damn llamas.
What would a mountain llama, what would their noise be? Would it be like...
Well, that's like a sheep.
No, a sheep's... A goat is...
What's a regular llama sound like?
God, Tina, you fat lord.
You fucker.
I don't know. What noise does a llama make?
I don't know, dude. I honestly
I would imagine it'd be like...
Maybe.
That's what I picture a llama. Just how they look, looks like the noise they'd make.
Oh, gosh.
So anyway, this mountain llama's out there, No, they're mountain goats, right? Those big, white, shaggy, stinky goats.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm walking up on the trail, and right on the trail, two of them are headbutting each other.
Oh shit!
This is summertime. This isn't like Snowy Mountain. This is like, we're out hiking. And
that's some territorial shit right there.
Dude, like, and around that area, I bring my pistol with me because, there are wildlife out there like this. And they're big. Like, and then, so they were fighting, and then one of them runs off. And we were standing there, like, kind of watching, because it's right on the trail. We're like, well, we're not going to walk up on that. Hey, the more experienced hiker was like, fuck no, let's, like, get out of sight. Let's, like, walk into these trees and wait for this to blow over. And so we went to go walk up. This thing's chilling, It's like, it's fucking freaky to remember. And the thing turned around and, like, looked right at me, dude. And in that moment, I knew that having a pistol was fucking useless because that thing was going to gouge my ass. And, like, as quick as dude, I just knew, and I was like, I'm useless.
How far were you from it?
It's just it looking at me. It doesn't matter how far away it was. It's probably a football field. But I feel like I'd just be like,
you just froze. You're
firing everywhere. Yeah, I can't. I just feel like I'd panic, Like,
oh, man.
The raw fear of this fucking demon creature gallivanting right at me with its hell horns. My God, I can only imagine how it would smell.
Oh, God, yeah. Terrible.
Imagine something that stinky killing you.
Ugh.
It's got to touch you. It's going to be rubbing all up against you. The last thing you think is, ugh.
My last words would be, don't let anybody know it was a mountain goat.
Tell them it was a mountain lion.
It was a llama.
Tell them it was a mountain llama. Name it after me.
Damn. Yeah, those things are fucking... Oh.
Yeah, it was crazy.
They'll knock you around with their headbutts.
One of my phones, I had a picture of those two, of the two goats next to each other.
Whoa.
Yeah, I took a picture of it. It was crazy.
Fucking goats.
Anyway, so that was a long story time. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's a little less funny, just more interesting, hopefully. A lot of people ask about snowboarding, so I always try to, like, give a little insight on, kind of what it's like or my experience with it, because it's not something everyone can do, so.
No, definitely not me, that's for sure.
I try to take videos of, like, snowboarding, too. Maybe I'll post a video. Maybe I'll have Jerry post a video of, like, what like going through a tree run looks like or something on
That'd
the Wired
be dope
and Weird.
as fuck, dude.
So everyone can see what it looks like, so. Check out our Instagram, Wired and Weird, at Wired and Weird, and you can see what it looks like to be going through a tree run. We'll have Jerry upload one of my videos. I have tons of them, so.
That'd be cool as hell, dude.
Yeah, that'll be a good time. Anyway, we're going to slide into fun fact because, we got some fun facts for you. Who doesn't love a Snapple fact?
They're the best.
I love a Snapple fact. They're awesome. So, did you know that the smallest bird in existence weighs less than a penny?
What?
Less than a penny, Steven.
What?
This bird weighs.
What is this
I'm telling you. This bird's called the Cuban bee hummingbird. And hummingbirds can get real small. And they're also real cute. So you need to Google it at home right now. Look up the Cuban bee hummingbird because you're going to have a cute attack.
Huh.
You better put on a diaper because you're going to shit your pants. It's so cute. Okay, I did. Lord knows I did. I didn't even know I was wearing Louis Vuitton drawers. I ruined them. So make sure you're careful when you look up this Cuban bee bird, also known as the penny bird.
Huh. That is a light bird.
Very light bird. That's L-I-T-E light for you.
L-I-T-E light.
Limited edition. This is a thinker. This is a head scratcher. There's something to this. This is a fun fact for you. Did you know that there has been no only child presidents in the history of America? Every single president that there has been has had siblings, and only 3 presidents in all the existence of America had one sibling.
Really?
The average was 3 to 5.
Damn. I did not know that.
Yes. On average, presidents come from a very large family, many siblings. Now,
Interesting.
why? We don't know. How that affects us? We don't know. We don't know anything. But that's a fun fact for you. No only child presidents so far. You can have that as your campaign slogan. You could go down in history of being the first only child president. And when they say, who inspired you to do that? You just say, my own buddy, Jeremiah Hughes. he reminded me that there still are spots in history I can take.
That'd be dope.
That'd be cool.
That would be dope. That'd be dope.
Shout out to the future first only child president of the
Yes.
United States. Hopefully we don't crumble before then.
Shortly after then.
So now we're sliding into our giveaway section for our monthly giveaway. The month of March 2022, the winner of the giveaway is Ashley A. Ashley A had an awesome email Ashley A had a wonderful hate mail that she wrote in about sharing a bathroom with 15 other coworkers.
Oh, yeah.
She had to win it. I mean, with what she had to deal with, hopefully the merch, it just eases the pain a little bit. And tell those stinky, hairy coworkers about Wired and Weird, because I bet you they'd love it too.
Change their life.
Yes, I'm sure that they'll love it. So Ashley A., thank you for writing in. Continue to do it, because that was the first time she had written into the show. So
Yes. Appreciate your support.
we love a repeat offender. We love people that keep emailing us in. So people say, oh, sorry, I bet you hate this. Oh, emailed 4 times. No, we want to keep hearing from you. This is a reciprocal thing. You email us, we talk back through the podcast, you email us. It's almost like old school, like cryptic smoke messages. Like you got to wait a couple weeks to hear from us. It adds to the suspense. It's like a pen
US
pal.
Postal Service.
Amen. It's like waiting for that Amazon package, baby. Now, I think they need a little rapid fire right now.
I think they do.
They need a pep in their step. They need a giggle. They need a slurry of dad jokes that'll make their slap their foreheads.
I'm ready for it.
I think we got the recipe. I watched a documentary on pot. I think I should watch all of them like that.
I wasn't sure where that was going. Okay, I like that. One year the Oscars had a special award for the biggest posse. Cher stood up and the announcer goes, No. I said posse.
Oh, I hate those people that always knock on your door and say, open up or you're going to burn. Stupid firemen.
This is for the children. What do you call a dinosaur fart?
I don't know, but it's funny already.
A blast from the past.
That's pretty good. I like that one.
Yeah.
Save that one for your nephews and your nieces. God knows I'm gonna commit that one just to my Rolodex of street jokes. I love that. That's a good one. What is 6 inches long, 2 inches wide, and makes ladies crazy?
What?
An iPhone.
Oh, geez. That's true. What do you get when you put your hand in a blender?
What do I get when I put my hand in a blender? A fucking hospital bill.
A handshake.
Oh. You'll like this one. You like the dumb ones, right?
No, yeah, I love the dumb ones.
2 fish run into a wall, and one looks to the other and goes, ah, damn.
Oh, gosh. What do a lesbian and a mechanic have in common?
A what?
They both use Snap-on tools.
Oh. Yuck. We're just kidding. We love the lesbians here.
Oh. That was fun.
I just can't bring myself to take photos in the shower. Some say I have poor self-esteem.
It's terrible.
Selfie-steam?
That was terrible. Get out. Get out of here.
Ouchie, wawa.
Hey, buddy. How do you turn a fox into an elephant?
What?
You marry her.
Oh, jeez.
It's terrible.
They could say that about me. Oh boy. I was a real foxy dude, and now I'm just a fat elephant. I met a guy with this huge dick, right? And I was like, Jesus, what's your name? Phil?
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out. Oh, I'm out. That was good.
Oh, well, I'm going to give this one to the people.
I
then.
wasn't expecting that.
An encore, you say?
Encore.
What do you call a whore dinosaur?
What?
Lickalotopus.
That's a good one.
All right, we're having fun, guys. I hope you slapped your forehead at least twice on that one. We're going to slip and slide right into our noodly food debate. Now, our noodly, I said noodly.
Noodle.
I got the noodle dream. You know, Kung Fu Panda had the noodle dream.
The noodle dream, yeah.
Lexi and I, we joke about the noodle dream. This food debate is classic food debate. When it comes to all sorts of foods, you see a reoccurring you see a reoccurring starch, if you will, right? In two forms, a noodle or rice. It's the classic debate. When you get takeout, it's either fried rice or it's on noodles. But you think about Spanish food, they have rice. But you think about Italian food, they got the pasta.
Pastas.
So it's rice versus pasta.
Ooh, both good fucking dude. I think
if you had to live with one, take your pick.
Rice.
You're going rice?
I'm going rice.
Mitch Hedberg has the famous joke. Rice is perfect for 1,001 thing.
I love me some rice.
Well, I'm glad I got noodle because noodle's the supreme. I mean, what is rice but just a million noodles?
Yeah, that's
little baby noodles. And who wants a million of anything? You know, it's just too much. I just want one big huge thing, shove it in my mouth, chomp on it for a little while. And with the noodle, you get so many different styles of noodle. Here's the beautiful thing about a noodle. A noodle is so universal that it's the same damn thing, just in different shapes, and they give them all different names.
Well, I mean, it's
the LGBTQ of noodle, of starches.
Because there's just regular rice, there's long grain, there's brown, there's jasmine, then there's Spanish.
Wow, you just hit me in the jaw with that one. That was a good 1-2 skidoo. All right. Give me something on the rice. What do you got? I'm hogging the mic.
Well, I mean, like, just think about everything that there is that you can do with it. Almost everything you can do with pasta, you can do with rice. Chicken fettuccine. Chicken and rice.
Okay.
Same fucking thing. Pretty much.
All right.
Right?
You know, one thing rice does have that pasta doesn't have is you put that shit in a burrito. It'd be weird if you put pasta in a burrito.
Yeah, but... And then there's also the rice noodle.
Oh, get out of here with the rice noodle. The rice noodle's garbage. We're not accepting that rice noodle in the noodle family.
We don't.
We kicked that rice noodle to the curb long time ago. That rice noodle's trouble. We don't let it around. We don't trust the rice noodles.
The worst thing I hate about the rice is rice cakes. Those things are trash.
Ugh. What are we eating, styrofoam over here?
Exactly.
Oh my god. I don't know. For me, a good noodle, because here's the thing about a noodle. You can eat a cold noodle, you can eat a hot noodle. You're not eating cold rice. Get out of here.
That's true. See, the only thing with me is I can eat plain rice. Plain white rice. Steamed.
Nothing?
I can't eat plain noodles.
You can't eat plain rice.
Yes, I can.
No.
Yes.
It's physically impossible.
No, it's not.
You can't do it. Your body, it's like eating a tableful. It's like eating a spoonful of cinnamon. Your body won't let you do it.
No, yeah, it will.
It's just like you and your plain potato chips. Who hurt you as a child? What's with these horribly plain food? Are you 7 in your brain or in your heart? God damn. I'm repulsed right now by the fact of eating plain white rice.
I will bring plain white rice to the studio next time, and I will eat it right in front of you.
Now, you see my visceral reaction now to when you said plain rice? Now, let me tell you a classic dish. Butter noodle. You can eat basically plain noodles. Just throw a little butter on that. Oh, God, it's a classic dish. It's the college student best friend. You throw a little salt in there, game changer. Come on.
You can do that with rice.
Oh, who's putting butter on rice and eating it? Come on.
Right
Are you part of the Viet Cong in war? What are you doing? Oh, Jesus Christ, man. They say, Jeremiah, don't bring the Viet Cong into this. I don't know. I'm just fucking arguing. I'm just throwing shit out there. But here's the thing about noodles, okay? I'm going to keep going on the noodle dream. Because, I mean, when you think about Kung Fu Panda, I mean, that beautiful little duck, he had a noodle shop because he knew what the best thing. And I mean, when it comes to Jack Black, he wouldn't voice act in a movie that was fundamentally built on a flaw. He's too good of an actor. He knows the noodle dream is too real. There's no such thing as the rice dream. Rice dream never happened because it's crunchy and it's temperamental. And there's a million of them. You can't even eat them with a fucking fork. You can't. What do you use? A spoon? You can't figure out it's falling in between the little slots in the fork.
I use a fork.
You gotta wash rice before you fucking cook it. What an extra laborious thing you have to do to this little tiny horrible thing. I've never hated rice more in my life. If I saw a piece of rice right now, I'd spit on it.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I didn't know it was gonna get that hot.
Hot like rice. Have you ever had too hot of rice? That'll scold your mouth. I hate it.
Well, same with noodles. If they're too hot.
Well, you got a point, but I'm just saying on the rice, you know.
You're just like, fuck rice.
Yeah. So, we're going to leave this up to the people, because I feel like the people need to weigh in on the noodle versus rice. I feel like the noodle versus rice is actually, which is a very rare phenomena, above us.
I think the rice is going to take it, though. I have a strong feeling.
Come on, you're telling me...
Team rice over here.
You're telling me lasagna is getting beat out by rice? You're telling me chicken Alfredo. You're telling me shrimp scampi.
I think so.
Is beating rice.
Well, I have to be hopeful.
All right, people. Email in at wiredandweird@yahoo.com. Just crush Stevie the Rice's dream right now.
Don't do it.
Just crush it. Just tell him that the noodle dream is real. Or, you know, take his side. Crush my dream. Crush the noodle dream. You know, my noodle dream is soggy. Okay? I just want you to slurp it right up. Oh, boy, it's getting weird.
You know, it's a quote, Vanilla Ice. Rice, rice, baby. Am I right?
You know, I think that's how it goes.
I'm pretty sure that's how
I thought it was nice, nice, baby. But the rice makes more sense.
I think it's rice, rice.
Okay. Yeah. I'm into that. Now that we're giggling and we're having fun, let's talk a little comedy. Because this is a man that we've talked about his work. We've mentioned the guy before. You may even hear it in how we talk. But I don't think we gave him his official little section. I don't think he'd give a piss, damn, or fuck that he's in the show, and that's why it's so goddamn hilarious.
Yeah.
Everybody, we're talking about Larry David.
And if you don't know Larry David, well, you're wrong.
Well, you know what? We love everybody. If you're a part of the Wired and Weird world, we're just going to politely slap you in the back of the head and say, go watch some Larry David and come back. We love you anyway.
People might not even know that they're fans of his just by watching his work. They don't even know he might have been.
Precisely.
You know what I mean?
So, co-writer of the greatest show, Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Also one of the greatest shows, his show, Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yes.
And he's been all over Hollywood, all over everything. He's a wonderful joke writer. He's a stand-up comedian. He's fantastic. And everything he does, everything he touches turns to gold. Not to mention, he heavily influenced some of my favorite comedians, which is Mark Norman and Joe List.
Oh, yeah.
Which, you know, I mean... Larry David's one of my favorite comedians. Also, Joe List and Mark Normand are on a different level. You know, we have these different levels of people. But goddamn, all those people are so good. And you can just kind of, like listening to Tuesdays with Stories, you hear Larry David in Joe. You know what I'm saying? And like all sorts of stuff. So you can tell that that's how heavily influenced they are. And then they influence me. And then you get this telephone effect. And they're like, well, Jeremiah is nothing like Larry David. And it's like, yeah, but it's because we had the circular thing but he's like he's the juice, you know, he's the game, he's the pro, you know, he's where it's at.
What I love about it is he's had the same hairstyle since the 90s.
Yes, and he seemed old forever.
He just seemed old for so long. It's funny, he's bald, but like with brown hair.
So we're going to slide into hate mail now. And this hate mail is very Washington-esque. Mm-hmm. It's from a Shelby. So shout out to Shelby. You're actually going to be in April's giveaway. So don't trip about that. Same with the K-Dog.
The K-Dog.
And along with Zach as well. You will be in the April drawing. But this hate mail says, hey, weirdos, Shelby here. Got some hate for... Oh, boy, I suck at reading. Says, hey, weirdos, Shelby here. I've got some hate mail for you as I sit here in line at the coffee stand. Very Washington.
Yes.
I absolutely fucking hate being in lines. And all these bastards in front of me are getting this crazy blended drink with umbrellas and shit that are taking the barista 10 minutes to make one. Get the hell out of here with that nonsense. but with a white... Oh, it says, get the hell out of here with that nonsense. Get a white chocolate mocha like the rest of us. Love the pod. Really happy to see Big Steve doing so well since high school. Love, Shelby.
Wow.
Thank you for emailing in.
You.
I love that you said, get the fuck out of here with that.
Dude.
Because that's... I love saying that. I love hearing people
I feel
on
exactly
the same
where
level.
she's coming from, too, because I am a frequent coffee, like... person, you know.
Sing it, sister. Let us hear.
Dude,
I don't drink coffee, so this is you.
Oh, Shelby, I feel it. When I'm sitting in line and I see them hand over like 3 of these blended fucking fruity, they look delicious, don't get me wrong. But yeah, it literally takes the barista 10 minutes to make one. And then I get up there, I'm like, quad shot Brave mocha. They're like, here, 30 seconds, here's your coffee. Have a good day.
I wasn't aware of this struggle.
Oh my God, buddy. That's why we sit so long, because these people are fucking ordering half calf, no skim fucking
People like
2
Connie.
shakes with 1 ice cube, please.
People like Connie Bonani.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
So that's why we're so late. If we just order regular coffee, we can keep this line moving.
Damn.
I had to let that out.
That's what hate mail's for, Shelby. So we appreciate you.
Get that off my chest.
Oh, man. You see the cathartic relief you just provided, Steve, by giving us a hate mail? So if you enjoy providing cathartic relief through hate mail, make sure to send us a hate mail at wiredandweird@yahoo.com. And since we've plugged ourselves for like the 30th time in this episode, we gotta leave you the same way we leave you every single time, which is we'll stay wired and you stay weird, everybody.
We love you.
We love you. It's me and my Nobody wants to be alone with their Oh jeez, if this didn't make you throw up, you're a psycho.